and I heard there was a shooting. But then I heard that Chris had flatlined. They flew him to Johnson City and he passed away in the air. It's just hard.
How are y'all doing today?
I'm not doing too good.
Indeed, you're not doing too good. All praises to the Most High, YAHAWAH, the Heavenly Father, in the name of the Holy Spirit, the earthly mother, and sanctified YAHWH, the Holy Son. Brothers and sisters, Jews and Gentiles alike, welcome. This is your humble servant, Big Levi, and today is Thursday, April the 29th, 2021, and it's currently 12:48 p.m. Eastern Time. Excuse me. We were just finished with the prayer at 12 o'clock, and the beloved brother Abdullah Seer, the Messiah gave him a message for the nation, and we are going to talk about this in the podcast and also on Saturday about the rest. The Messiah made it clear the door of the ark is closed and it's sealed. You cannot get in. Now, brothers, peace be with you and peace be upon you. We are worshiping a powerful God. We have the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob on our behalf. He is not playing. Now, with that being said, what you are seeing here, it's called sorrow, which is the first plague of the apocalypse of Abraham. Okay? Let us define this again. We do this every video. Define sorrow.
Here's the definition of sorrow. A feeling of deep distress caused by loss, disappointment, or other misfortune suffered by oneself or others.
Sadness, unhappiness, dejections, regret, depression, and misery. Now, what you're seeing here, it's a feeling of sadness because she lost someone or she felt for some others. The reason all of this is happening, brothers, is because of Genesis 15, verse 13. It still stands. It's still going on, brothers. We have to keep reminding the entire world what it is. Remember the 100 monkey experiment. And he said unto Abram, know of a surety that thy seed shall be a stranger in a land that is not theirs, and shall serve them, and they shall afflict them for 100 years. And also that nation whom they shall serve will I judge. And fathers using the 10 plagues of the apocalypse of Abraham to judge them. Okay? All of those plagues are upon the earth. But this plague first is number 9, execution by the sword. Father, you kill one of us. He killed 5 of you. More of that. 2 blue men die. And the other 3 die. The other 3 are family member. The guy that did this, now we have an update. We already made this video before. We have an update now. Okay, he killed his mother, he killed his father, and he killed 2 police officers. That's 4. And then he got killed, or I believe he took his own life. So this is 5 of them. All right? And people will not call this violence upon the blue man. And it is violence upon them. Okay? So that's what happened here. And let us keep moving in, and then we'll see, brothers, how the Messiah is visiting the earth.
But I can't imagine what his family's going through at all.
He was the sergeant he was, how he should be remembered.
He was the sweetest, kindest one human.
Yeah. When he's in the house and around you guys, he's the sweetest. When he's around our people, he's the baddest of the bad, the tough guy, arresting our people. You don't know what this guy did to people that look like us. Now, brothers, keep in mind now, and this is channel 46. I know when the Messiah put 4 plus 6 is called 10, the last step, for his 10 commitment, and also for you know, everything that is in the spiritual realm is being birthed here. The final step. Now, brothers, listen, this is happening because of the whole fasting and pray, the 40 days fasting and praying that we did. This is the birth of it, okay? Now, watch this, brothers. When those people are talking to their people, you see, the reporter don't say, do you forgive the guy that killed the dude? Do you forgive the perpetrator? Did that officer had any prior conviction? Is he a crack addict? Is he a drug addict? He probably wasn't drug. Huh? Do you forgive them? They don't ask questions like this because this woman do not look like us, and definitely she's not us.
Do anything for you.
Okay.
And earlier this morning, we spoke with Bonnie Burton. She lives in the neighborhood where this all happened yesterday, and this morning that community is coming together.
Everybody knows everybody involved, and so it's just, this community is, like, I feel like I'm repeating what everyone else says in this kind of situation, but this community is strong.
No, you guys are not. You guys are not strong at all. You guys are not. And the Most High will break you down. And he is doing those things, brethren. Okay?
Neighborhood is full of good people, and we will rally around the ones who have been so hurt by this.
Okay, let me translate this. The neighborhood is loaded with freaking buck-toothed scumbag hillbillies. Yeah, right.
As best we can.
An emotional day for so many people in that small, tight-knit community, learning the heartbreaking news, trying to make sense of the senseless. 5 people dead, 2 of them members of the Watauga County Sheriff's Office. We have several news crews in Boone today, and we'll bring you the latest updates starting at noon right here on Fox 46.
Anyway, so this thing is going on over there. It's crazy. So that was an update. Let us move in, brother. See how the Mosai is taking those guys out. So that has like 2 of them now. Okay, let's see this one.
A police officer has been declared clinically deceased following a serious attack while on the job. Corporal Keith Hecook was found unconscious after he responded to a fight in progress call. This was Sunday in Del Mar. He is on life support for organ donation purposes. Court document.
Okay, so those are the people, brothers. No matter what, they'll be here holding the flag, supporting the people that murdering our people. And again, what you're going to see next, the Mosai using quote unquote a 2/3 to do this. Okay, and you always will see one scumbag there. You know, we will assume she's one of us. You know, be there. You know, suck up to those people. You know, can't wait to go to the bathroom and pass out and go to, you know, get her meal. They can't wait to do this. They can't wait to be in the midst of that. Okay? Now, that's what that is, brothers. All right? We cannot sugarcoat this, but that's what that is.
Show that Hecook was attacked by Randon Wilkerson. Wilkerson, we're told, is accused of assaulting an elderly couple as well. He faces charges of attempted murder and assault charges. However, those charges are expected to be upgraded.
We don't know that. We don't know if the fellow did this, but if anything, man, he served his purpose. The Mosai used him as a pawn and then checkmate those people, man. This is the Mosai's work. Let's move in, brothers. Again, this is the one here in Miami. This is just update because those things happen so fast. We have to update them.
Right now at noon, the search for a gunman after a mass shooting in northwest Miami-Dade.
5 people were rushed to the hospital after gunfire erupted at a home. Local 10 News reporter Annalise Garcia is live at Jackson Memorial Hospital, where some of the victims are being treated. Annalise.
Christy, Janice, all 5 victims are being treated here at Ryder Trauma Center. We know that they are now all in stable condition. Miami-Dade police tells us this all started with a shot spotter alert. Miami-Dade police crime scene investigators working through the night until about 5:30 Thursday morning. Police say the shooting happened Wednesday night just before 9:30 on the 2100 block of Northwest 85th Street. Police say there was a gathering at this home. A source close to the investigation tells Local 10 that it seems like the people were congregated outside when a car came by and started shooting. Our cameras capturing several bullet holes in cars parked in front of the home where neighbors tell us this happened. When police arrived, they found 2 people with gunshot wounds, a man and a woman. The 2 were transported to Jackson Memorial by Miami-Dade Fire Rescue. Soon after, 3 other people showed up at North Shore Medical Center with gunshot wounds. They were also transported to Jackson. Police later determined those 3 were also involved in the shooting. One of the 5 people shot was in critical condition, but last we heard, all are now stable.
So, brothers, that's what happened. You know, they went to a party, a gathering and stuff. Somebody say something. Somebody got mad. Somebody saw that guy that did that thing to me 10 years ago. Finally got him. And I'm going to shoot 5 of you to make him pay. Okay? Things like that happen. Stay out of the way. Stay home. Okay?
This 16-year-old is responsible for a months-long reign of gun violence, which left 4 people dead, including a man who was a victim of mistaken identity. Investigators say Amin Hurst was the gunman who shot and killed a 20-year-old man on Christmas Eve. In March, they say he was responsible for killing 2 people in a quadruple shooting. And a week after that shooting, investigators say Hurst shot and killed Rodney Hargrove, just after Hargrove was released from jail.
Again, brothers, we don't know that. We don't know if those stories are true, but again, we'll give all praises and glory to the Most High. So, and he does this, you know. Talking about this, brothers, I have a cousin of mine. Let me see if I can pull this story. All right, I got the story. Ex-fugitive sentenced to life in prison for killing former girlfriend and her sister in the Boston apartment in 2011. This dude that you're looking at right now, right here through your screen, is my cousin. All right? This is my cousin, we can all. Okay? Jean Janvier, a.k.a. Wicano. He killed his girlfriend and her sister, and he fled to Haiti. He went and hid there. This guy that you're looking at here used to look like me. Big dude. Something happened. We don't know. And he shot and killed both of them. And at the same day, he bought a ticket. And then he went and he didn't go hide. When the people saw him coming, and they asked, "What are you doing here? You weren't supposed to be here. What happened?" They said, "Everything is fine. I'm just coming for a little vacation and stuff." And they said, "Okay, this is very unusual." The second day, they call the family over there, and they say they don't know what happened. And after a while, though, they find out that he was the one who did this, so they came after him. They offer a bunch of money. His own family member gave him up for that money. They knew what he did. Oh, see, this is why I don't... They knew what he did, and then after that, they gave him up. He spent about, it's 2011, he spent somewhere, I don't know how long he spent, but during that time, brothers, he never talked. He become quote-unquote mute. He barely eat. I don't think he ever did eat. He become traumatized. And then they are arresting him and they give him life in prison. That was back in 2011. Okay, let's just read this again. Okay, Jean Janvier was apprehended after being added to U.S. Marshal 15 Most Wanted list. This is my cousin right there. People thinking like all family are clean. My family is not that clean. That's why I stay away from them. Okay, for brothers, this dude was the meekest, humblest dude I ever known. He was a massive Christian. He was a massive, faithful Christian. Go to church every Sunday. He never did anything wrong to people, yet he did this horrible crime. Okay, a man who had been in the U.S. Is that thing even recording? Yes, it is. All right, let's take a little bit. A man that has been on the U.S. Marshal 15 most wanted list was sentenced life in prison on Thursday for killing his ex-girlfriend, her sister in the Boston apartment. Jean Janvier, which means January. Jean is like for John the Baptist or Jesus' brother James, so to speak, was found guilty of first-degree and second-degree murder 1 day earlier in connection of the 2011 slaying of Stephanie Emile, 21, and Judith Emile, 25. You have caused my family so much pain. You took two beautiful souls that can never be replaced. Sister Miralda Emile said, Sister Miralda Emile said, according to CBS Boston, you are a monster. Janvier denied involvement in the murders. He was hit with consecutive life sentences in Suffolk Superior Court, according to the citizen. I don't have much to say, but what I want to say is I did not do this. What he meant, brothers, he meant he didn't do it because what he told us, brothers, he said something come over him. He said some spirit that, again, like I told you, this guy is the meekest fellow, humblest fellow. He's very meek, very humble. He's very quiet. This guy never did anything. He never had any prior conviction. I'm assuming. I don't know here. He never had anything, brothers. I don't know. We cannot ever hurt anybody. He was the quiet kid. And something happened, brothers, in that day. And then he said something just come over him. He don't know what happened. All he see, blood was in his hand, and the two girls died, and he freaked out and he fled. And that's why he said here, I don't have much to say, but what I want to say, I did not do this. Prosecutor says Janvier was angry with his brief relationship with Stephanie Emile ended and was calling for question after the murder but fled to Haiti. The suspect was indicted in 2012 and was later added to U.S. Marshal 15 most wanted list. He was finally apprehended at his mother's house in Haiti in 2017. So yeah, he spent 6 years down there running from this murder. Okay? All right, he was running for this murder, brother. When the people see him down there, they know something was wrong with him. And then when they realized what he did, everybody deserted him. And then when they deserted him, and then they offer like $10,000 or $25,000, his own family say, "What? All right, Nigo, you gotta leave. So that's my retirement money." So they just give him up, and then he's done. So the reason why I bought this, brothers, is because don't think like I'm making fun of my own people. I'm not. I gotta tell you, man, brothers, some of my people, that's why I stay home all the time, study, and then joking with you guys and praying and seeking the Most High face. This dude, I won't be surprised that dude was one of my cousins. Now I won't be surprised for this. So, again, we don't know if this story is true. Sometimes they might pin something on the brother. We don't know that. But, hey, just to show you, things like that happen. There is even more horrible crime that a family member in my own family committed, but I can't even bring them here. I'll bring them in the podcast anyway, brothers. Let us move in.
Breaking news is in the A-Leaf area tonight. A frightening night for people eating dinner at a local restaurant. Police say a 16-year-old boy walked in, pulled out a gun, and shot and killed his stepfather.
We're told that man was having a celebration with his family when he...
Again, always, you people don't get this message. It is done. There is nothing you can do. Stop going out there and celebrating what? Stay home. Be with your, if you have to celebrate something, celebrate in the house. Just cheer. Pray. Fast. Repent. Repeat. Nope. This guy, I don't know what happened between him with this 16-year-old for some reason. I don't know. We really don't want to mess with 16 years old right now. Those kids that was born in the 2000s, they don't play this way. Something happened. An argument, I assume. I don't know, but this is the work of the Most High. Okay, this is execution by the sword, number 9, and also number 1, sorrow for much need. And then he came in, he shot the stepfather in the head and killed him. All praises to the Most High. Now, brothers, let us move to plague number 2. Now, I have another video. I haven't watched this yet. This could be the same thing, okay? This is plague number 2, fiery conflagration of the city. All right, let's see what's going on here.
Good evening, I'm Jeff Vaughn along with Susie Saw. We begin tonight with breaking news here on KCAL 9. Sky 9 over the North Fire, burning in Castaic and Valencia. Tonight, 0% contained. People are packing up and following mandatory evacuation orders as a result of the North Fire as that fire gets closer to homes.
The fire broke out around 1:30 this afternoon in the hills near the Old Road and Biscay Louise Drive in Castaic. And we have team coverage for you tonight. We begin with Desmond Shaw live in Sky 9 above the fire tonight. Desmond.
Yeah, Jeff and Susie. So we're looking at a really intense section of flame here that is dangerously near a big apartment complex. This is off Tesoro del Valle and Copper Hill Drive. That's where we're starting to see the flames encroach into these neighborhoods. This started near the Pitches Detention Center earlier this afternoon, and the initial thought was that this might only be a 10-acre fire. Then we watched it explode to over 150, and now the fire department, LA County Fire, is saying this is more than 600 acres and still continuing to grow. 0% containment officially on this fire. We're talking about streets like Las Brisas Road, Tesoro del Valle.
So, there's a fire going on over there, fiery conflagration of the city, okay? It's a brush fire, and it's 0% contained, but I don't know if this is I think this is the same thing.
What I'm noticing, a lot of these flames, as they approach the homes, those fire breaks where they have the brush clearance, it's definitely working. Yeah. The most intense flames are kind of away from the homes. There you see, that's the detention center there at the top of the screen where this fire actually started. And it crept up this ridgeline kind of to the north, and then it marched to close some of these breaks and the brush clearance, and also just
okay. No, that's another fire.
General vicinity,
that's another fire.
Now let's get back to the scene of that breaking news. That brush fire in Castaic, now called the North Fire, that is threatening homes and forcing evacuations.
CBS 2's Desmond Shaw is live overhead in Sky 2. And Desmond, you just tweeted out your concern for homes north of Newhall Ranch Road, huh?
Yeah, off of kind of Newhall Ranch Road and also Rye Canyon Loop, kind of just in that general vicinity. Copper Hill Drive,
that's another fire.
Is another street. We'll widen out and kind of show you the bigger picture here. What I'm noticing, a lot of these flames, as they approach the homes, those fire breaks where they have the brush clearance, it's definitely working.
Yeah, that's another fire. That's 2 fires. So remember the one that happened in South Africa, and Mexico, and India, and China, and this one, and that one.
Smoke and flames overtaking a 6th-floor apartment building in the Bronx.
And tonight, we're learning the little girl who took that daring leap is critically injured, but expected to survive. CBS 2's Corey James is live with the latest from the Morrisania section of the Bronx. Corey.
And Dick and Christine, we spoke with a witness who saw that child shortly after she fell. She tells us the young girl was conscious and alert, but extremely frightened and visibly shaken after that extremely high jump.
Oh my God.
Thick black smoke, burning flames, and loud screams ringing from the 17-story high-rise apartment building in the Bronx near 169th Street. Neighbor Linda Kemp dealing with not only seeing the raging blaze,
this is not our first fire in our building,
but also racing over to take care of an 8-year-old girl who jumped from her 6th-floor balcony.
Yeah, so this 8-year-old girl jumped, she broke both of her legs. So that's the Most High, man, you know. And I don't know who this girl is, who those people are, but you know, and that's the Most High. That's what it does, fiery conflagration. All right.
Of wildfire, investigators accuse Victor Serrateno of starting the Markley fire while trying to burn the body of a woman he killed after a date. That fire went on to burn 30,000 acres, destroying hundreds of homes and left 2 people dead.
CBS 13's Laura Hafley spoke to fire victims about these new charges.
Thousands of acres burned, hundreds of homes destroyed, 3 people dead, and 1 man who may be responsible for it all.
I'd like to wring his neck.
Solano County sheriffs say Victor Serrateno set the Mackey fire near Stebbins Cold Canyon to conceal the body of Priscilla Castro, a woman he allegedly killed. The fire exploded, and now he has more than 1 victim.
They have no idea what all of us have been through. We were there for 30 years.
Ken and Marcy Albert's home burned to the ground last summer.
I lost everything of my parents.
And I have no relatives. I'm an only child. I have not one picture even of my parents left.
Yeah, well, that's the Most High doing this to you. It erasing your memory and erasing your family trace upon our land. That's the Most High using the brush and brushing you garbages off our land. Oh, you know, and this place that you people stay there called Vacaville or Vacaville. Vaca, as in vacant. Vacate as in vacate, all right? Vacate our land. They vacate the premises. You scumbags are loitering upon our land. And you hillbillies, bucktooth monsters, and jackwagon need to pack your bags and get the hell off our holy land. All right, let us move in.
And this person took that away?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did.
And obviously he took some lives away too.
But do you forgive him? That's what I want to know. Do you forgive the guy that burned? First of all, he murdered that woman he went on a date with, burned her in the house, and then the fire spread. Hundreds more homes are burned down. Plus, there are two people that was they are senior citizens, and they got burned when they were in their houses. Do you forgive him? Do you forgive this guy? He didn't do nothing wrong. That was just an accident.
64-year-old Leon Bone and 84-year-old Douglas Mai, who lived on Pleasant Valley Road, both perished.
I don't even have words. It is a tragedy, human life being taken.
Vacaville PD took Serratenio into custody back in September, but the damage is already done.
It impacted thousands of people and property and animals, and a lot of folks were affected by it. And obviously now we have 3 people that have perished in this fire.
You can't help but be angry at him.
And we begin with breaking news on CBS 2 News at 11 and streaming on CBSN Los Angeles. A pursuit crash near LAX, and Desmond Shaw is live in Sky 2 with
1 killed, one is alive. Now, brothers, when you see things like this, brethren, especially for you, sisters out there.
A brutal murder leads to a massive wildfire.
Tonight, Philadelphia police say
A brutal murder leads to a massive wildfire.
Okay, now, when you see something like this dude, this fellow, I don't know how they met, and I don't know how did this thing happen? What did she say to him, and what he said to her? Brothers and especially sisters out there, be very careful, man. I'll say, brothers, I'll be frank with you, man. This isn't the time to date and go try to look for love. This is the time to look for the love of the Most High, and then He will send you a man. He will send you a woman. And I'm not assuming he or she met him online or on those app. Brothers, this isn't this time right now. This isn't the time to look for love, man. I know a lot of our sisters are lonely out there, and our people, we are lonely. That's why we call the podcast Alone. We are alone. We're alone in this world, but we have to seek the Father's love first, and then He will send us whatever we need. Okay, and it's a shame to see this, but this is all of the Father's work. He checkmate those people. All right.
Glass, David De Hoyos found his intruder.
I saw that he had a hammer. He was beating on our walls and ceiling.
Pearland police say it was 32-year-old Robert Herbert Jr.
So this dude somehow, look at that guy eyes, man. You can see the demon in him, man. This is not a person. That's a demon. His ears are not actually ears. They are horns. You can see that. Look at this guy's slanted eyes. And for those of you scumbag conspiracy theorists are going to be in the comment, oh, he's a reptile and this is the Illuminati. He's not human. He has technology that will hide his skin. He actually has scaly skin. He's one of those reptilian that came from the Alpha Centauri system. So now he's here to kill people. The Illuminati after us act. Let me get the out on my channel. You can see the demon out of this dude. He break inside of those people's house and he beat them almost to death. Hey man, this is the Most High tenderizing the meat. Let us move in.
bizarre string of violent events in South Philly. Witnesses told police an 18-year-old was trying to rob people at a playground at 25th and Snyder Streets. The alleged robber was then stabbed 10 times in his back. Police took him to the hospital where he is in stable condition. No arrests have been made.
All right, so that kid trying to rob them, and then they stab him 10 times in the back. And then a lot of anger out there.
Police need help finding this man they say stabbed a woman's husband and pushed her downstairs at a Bronx subway station. Officers say around 7:45 at night on April 27th, the man was acting belligerent on a northbound 4 train and got into an argument with the couple. He followed them off the train at East 170th Street and Jerome Avenue, punched the husband in the head, and then stabbed him and pushed the woman downstairs. Both were taken to the hospital. Police say the man they are looking for is around 30 years old, 5 feet 5 inches tall, and around 180 pounds.
All right, that's a good description. So, and people over there, brothers, in New York is crazy, man. Is that thing happened in New York? Yeah. New York is going crazy, you know. There's a dude, he had like a, let me see if I can find, this story was so weird, brothers. There's some weird ass story that happened in New York. Some dude came in and he had like, he saw a FedEx guy, some dude, let's see. Oh man, let me see if I can find that story. This story was so bizarre. Ooh, 30 minutes. All right, let me find this story. Well, but before we go to this, I just find this story. Let me
Your
see.
investigation has been launched after the body of Julia James, a serving police community support officer, was found in Kent Woodlands on Tuesday. The 53-year-old was tragically discovered with head injuries in Acott Wood in Snowdon, reportedly with her loyal dog still beside her.
Anyway, so that's what happened over there in the UK. They kill one of those community dog walker or something, I believe. So yeah, this is the story. I was trying to get the video. Queens man threatened to shoot FedEx delivery with a bow and arrow. So this is his bow and arrow. He saw the guy was delivering a package, and he was talking to his girlfriend. And then he asked the guy, why were you talking to my girlfriend? And the guy said, the guy didn't tell him anything. He just moved, and then he went inside and get his bow and arrow. This thing can actually kill you, brothers. And then he was trying to kill him. It's just like crazy. And there's another story, brothers, of a dude. Let me see if I can get this. This was like weird. Okay, let me see. Driver charged with 6 counts of homicide in Georgia. Oh boy. So much things going on. Let me see if I can cut this. Get this. Man caught at airport with birds trying to smuggle. Okay, let me see. Yeah, that's the brothers, this is weird. This is weird, man. Okay. A man was caught trying to smuggle 35 live finches through JFK. So he had 35 birds on him. This is so weird. Anyway, let's.
A bird smuggling suspect stopped at JFK Airport on Monday when live finches were found stuffed into hair curlers.
CBS 2's Hazel Sanchez spoke with New York City finch owners on why these birds are worth a lot of money.
They may be pint-sized, but these chestnut-bellied seed finches can be a big source of pride and money if they can sing.
It's all about bragging rights. You know, this one want to say, hey, my bird is singing, and it's the best.
David Layla owns 3 Guyanese-born finches. Saeed Mohammed owns 4, all purchased in New York. One of them was quite the vocal powerhouse. Mohammed entered him in singing races where finches go head-to-head to see who can whistle 50 times first.
I was in the competition a few years ago.
Oh, and what was it like?
I got a 3rd prize.
Oh.
I got a trophy home.
The races, popular at parks like Phil Scooter Rizzuto Park in Queens, can also net winners hundreds of dollars and prestige. range. Some champion finches native to the Caribbean can be valued up to $10,000. The greed has led to illegal smuggling. On Monday, U.S. Customs officers at JFK Airport busted a man for smuggling 35 live finches stuffed in hair curlers in his suit jacket and under his pants. He said he was offered $3,000 for his work.
I'm totally against it. Some of them don't even come true because they die of suffocation.
Legally importing the birds, after all the fees, costs upwards of $400 a bird, leading to attempts to skirt the law. A heartbreaking reality for birds.
This is weird. Like, each bird costs $10,000. He's trying to smuggle 35 of them. Bragging rights. They will make those birds sing. And this is weird. Yo, I was watching this story. I'm like, this is weird. And again, there's another story. Let me see. 800 bird caught in chimney. There you go. This is like one of the weirdest thing, brothers. It's like, what's going on? Okay, those are the birds.
Those are birds, around 1,000 of them, trapped in a Montecito chimney. The Swifts were trying to get out, but were blocked by a gate covering the fireplace, and since they refused to go back out the top, firefighters and animal services had to build a chute system to funnel the birds out the home's back doors. Katie Johnston for CBSN Los Angeles.
It's weird, and we know it's the Mossad doing things, giving us signal and stuff like that. But it's like, what's going on lately? Let me see if let's go back though. And like, what's going on? Look at this.
Hundreds of birds swarm a house. Then they do something amazing. They fly right into the chimney. It's an invasion. This fireplace is where the birds made entry into the home. They flew in by the hundreds and left a wave of chaos and destruction. Look there, they're lining the windowsill with wings furiously flapping. They also attach themselves to the ceiling.
There were birds coming out of everywhere. It was insane.
Carrie lives in the home in Torrance, California. She says she called animal control, but was told simply to leave her doors open. But the birds wouldn't budge.
And they were just bouncing off your head.
Patrick Belleville is Carrie's mom's boyfriend.
As soon as I walked in the door, I was looking for Alfred Hitchcock.
It really was a lot like Hitchcock's The Birds, where the birds wreak havoc on a California seaside town.
They were on the curtains. I just grabbed them 2 at a time, so I had 4. Took them to the door, let them go.
It took Patrick 3 entire days to remove more than 1,500 birds by hand, and they left quite a mess.
Up here on the very top, there's still bird droppings there that we couldn't reach.
Incredibly, the same thing just happened 100 miles north in Montecito, same town where Oprah, Prince Harry, and Meghan Markle live.
Oh, okay, so you know who lives there. You know who lives there. So that thing is happening a lot now. What the hell is going on? What kind of chess movie is this? What's the Mossad doing? I was not aware of this, but hey, let's go ahead and listen then.
Only a steel grate kept 1,000 birds out of the house. Wildlife biologist and host of TV's Ocean Treks, Jeff Corwin.
This is the time when birds from around the world roost, and they roost in the homes where they want to begin their families. They're just taking advantage of what they feel is good structure and away from predators.
No, that's the Mossad tell you, get the hell off of our land. That's the Mossad sending the birds and like kick them out. Yeah, right. This is the Mossad, man. I thought it was like weird, but anyway, let's finish this video. But yeah, those
and her
stories
little
are weird.
girl's death left painkillers sitting around the house, and the 3-year-old had toxic levels of the drugs in her system when she died. Fox 46's Robin Kennedy is live on Dellinger Circle in Cherryville tonight. And Robin, you've uncovered this is not the first time the mom has been arrested.
In handcuffs last night.
So yeah, she stabbed her boyfriend. She threatened people. Now she killed her daughter by giving her drugs. Oh, you people are model citizen. All right, this is to close this. This is in Bolivia. No, Colombia?
Protesters and the police face off in Bogota as demonstrations against government's proposed tax reforms turn violent.
Anyway, brothers, all praises to the Most High. I'm going to let you guys go. Well, actually, I have to go because the wife got to go to Walmart. But anyway, be at peace, brothers. Fast, pray, repent, repeat. Give the Most High all glory. Give him all praises and all credits. Okay? Shalom. May the King reign forever.